Hi everyone, welcome to a Crafty Hallett video where I'm going to show you how to make some Christmas crackers using the new envelope punch board from Stampin' Up. They come in a variety of sizes and you can just play with the measurements. I'm going to put all three sets of measurements up, although we're going to be making the big one just because it makes it easier for you to see what I'm doing, but you can shrink them down to little sizes. And in terms of the sizes, this one is almost 11.5 inches long. This one here is 7.5 inches long, and this one here is 6 inches long. And a cracker's not just for Christmas. You can use them for any presents at any time. So here's one that I've made with congratulations to you and your new little one. And I thought it'd be quite nice to put a baby gift or perhaps some cash in it or something. And it could look a little bit like a rattle. So without further ado, how do you make these? I'm also going to show you a bonus project that you wouldn't have thought of, but hey-ho. Start with a piece of 12 by 12. And for the 12 by 12, you're going to need to cut it off at 9.5. So take your trimmer and line it up at 9.5. Now you'll see that I'm using the Stampin' Up textured cherry cobbler card. This card is quite thick, and I've checked that it goes through at double thickness, but I wouldn't want you to put anything thicker in. So please do a little test on your envelope punch before you start cutting up, just in case your card is too thick, because you're going to be going through double thicknesses. So once you've cut your piece to 12 by 9.5 inches, you're going to need to do some scoring. Now, one of the fun things that when I start working out a project is I end up having to do lots and lots of scribbling, and it ends up looking like this. Look at all the scribbled notes where I sit and work out what fits where and how it works, and then I tend to use old scrapbook paper to try and test it out before I make the original. So anyway, bear with me and let's hope I give you the right measurements. I will. So with the 9.5 inch piece up at the top of your scoreboard, take your score tool and score at 2 1/4, and then score at 4 1/2, 6 3/4. I'm going to put all these measurements on my blog. It makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? And 9. Then you're going to turn it round and rotate it and score it at 2 1/4, 2 3/4, and 3 1/4. And then rotate it once more and do the same at the other side. So that's 2 1/4, 2 3/4, and 3 1/4. You can pop your scoreboard away now because you're not going to need it anymore. Now you can either use a bone folder, or if you don't have a bone folder, from your envelope punch board, you'll find there's the knife tool at the side has got a little bit at the end here. That is something that you can use as a bone folder. So what we're going to do is line up the longer folds and fold along, scoring and creasing down with the edge of your bone folder or the knife from your from your punch board. So you score on all sides, including this little bit here. But don't do these score lines just yet. Then you take your punch board and using this edge, you line up at 2 3/4. So it's on the punch board at this edge, lined it up at the edge with 2 3/4, and punch. Then fold over your first fold and punch again. Now this is where you're going to be going through 2 layers of card, and I hope that you've tried and checked that it works before you do it on your cut piece. Then again here, 2 3/4, and again here, fold this one, 2 3/4, and then this one at 2 3/4. So you see I've punched a whole load of lines along there. Now as soon as I did this, I got to thinking that looked a little bit like a punch I knew, which was this punch. And so then I tried to work out whether you could, in theory, make a cracker using this punch, which you can. So if you don't have the punch board and you want to have a go at making this with the mosaic punch, this would be the point that you slotted the card in and lined it up and cut it out. Now the only problem with that is that you won't be able to do large crackers like this, but you would be able to do little crackers. So if you want to have a play with that later, please do. Let me know how you get on. It's just because I saw these bits and thought, oh, they look like mosaic. So then we're going to be doing the same on the other side, lining up at 2 3/4 and punching 2 3/4. I'm sure you're going to get the hang of this eventually. 2 3/4, line it up, pop it in there, push down, and the final one, 2 3/4, and push down. Now if you look underneath your punch board, you will find all these really cute little punched out pieces, and being one who never likes to waste anything, I thought, what can I do with them? And so I made these, which are little tiny toppers for cards or for presents, and I've just layered 8 of them up on foams dimensionals, and then stuck a circle in the middle. And this one here is a Christmassy one, so I've put it on some of our glimmer paper. So I thought that was just a little something. Never waste anything. There's always going to be something you can make with it. So I haven't worked out quite what to do with the half ones, but something will come to me. You can put your board away now, and you'll see that the difficult bit is over. It's really easy now. With these pieces here, you take your mount. This is the score line. So you've got one here at 2 1/4, one at 2 3/4, and one at 3 1/4. And what you want to do is push it up so that the one in the middle is the one you fold over, and then score down with each piece, and then you can kind of pinch it together, and this will be how your cracker folds. So again, on the other side, you sort of push up, grab the middle one, and score together like this. And this will be how you can fold your cracker later. And then you see the cracker just takes shape, and you can put you can either use glue or you can use double-sided tape. I'm going to use a little bit of glue for the moment because I like the fact that you can squiggle it about and you get a bit of wiggle room. But you can use our red sticky strip, or if it were thin paper you could use a snail. But I'm using glue for now. And you then just tuck your cracker under and secure the pieces like this, and just hold it for a few minutes and then the glue will take. And that is your cracker ready to be decorated, and you can see it just squishes together at the sides. Now if you look at the one that I made earlier, you can see that I've decorated each piece and I've tied some of our matching cherry cobbler ribbon around it. Now when the box is made, you'll see that in the top here, I don't know if you can see, but there's a hole, so whatever you put in it could fall out. Can't see if you can see the hole. There you go, you can just about see it. So what I would do is, once I've filled it, is take a 2-inch square piece of card and just pop that in the end so that things don't fall out. So here's one where I've stuck it in the end. You can't really see very clearly. Let's have a look on this one. You can see on this one better that I have stuck in the end a square of paper cut to the same size as the cracker to stop there being a hole. And I would do that once I put the present in. That's it for the cracker. How you decorate it is entirely up to you. This one's getting this tag, I think. I've used one of our single stamps and matted and layered it on a piece of matching card, and there's some ribbon, some seam binding ribbon, and it's just going to have a little tag and maybe some paper. But that's it. How quick and easy is that? I hope you enjoyed this video, and look forward to seeing you going completely crackers over the envelope punch board. Thanks a lot. Bye.